I'm taking over the worst team in the NFL, the Chicago Bears, who only won 3 games last season. We're trying to win as many awards and Super Bowls as possible, but the entire time we'll be battling the Wheel of Destruction. Now, there's so many things on here that can absolutely screw our team throughout the season, but we have to do whatever it says. And the first one it's gonna land on is a PED scandal. Evil Commissioner Goodell has issued a public statement that after investigation and cooperation with the NFLPA, the team's best wide receiver was found using PEDs and has been suspended for 8 games. So we've made a few trades. We got Tim Patrick to help us out with our wide receiver. We traded away some draft picks for that. On defense, we got Derek Brown as well to help us out for trading away some draft picks. We also traded away Chase Claypool. And after moving DJ Moore out of the lineup, it's time to sim the first season. And while this is simming, let me tell you about today's video sponsor, Manscaped, the global men's lifestyle brand that's disrupting the grooming market. They're trusted by more than 8 million men worldwide for grooming, for trimming, liquid formulations, and premium boxers. And their Performance Package 4.0 is a game changer when it comes to creating the ultimate men's grooming and hygiene bundle. We just finished simming to our midway point and we're 1-6. This is not a good start. Good thing is we can put DJ Moore back in the lineup and then sim the rest of the season. But the first highlight is the Lawnmower 4.0. It's got a cutting-edge ceramic blade designed to reduce grooming accidents and a 4,000 LED spotlight so that you make sure you don't miss the mark. Trust me, down there you don't want to. But probably my favorite little feature is that it's waterproof, so you can do this in the shower. No more mess on the bathroom floor. And it's also got a travel lock feature where if you press the button 3 times, you don't have to worry about going off in your bag and losing all your battery life. And while we're simming to the playoffs and probably losing the rest of the games in our season, let me also tell you about the Weed Whacker 2.0 nose and ear trimmer. It's got a 7,000 RPM motor with an improved steel blade system and an upgraded performance from the first Weed Whacker. It's cordless, it's rechargeable, battery life up to 45 minutes. This thing is awesome. We're almost done simming. Let me tell you about the Crop Preserver and the Crop Reviver. It helps with the odor protection. And trust me when I say your partner will thank you. But don't just take my word for it. Let's actually call my girlfriend and ask her what her thought is.
Hello.
Hey, Liz, I have a question for you.
What's up?
What are your thoughts about me ever since I've started using Manscaped?
Ooh, I would say that's a game changer.
A game changer. Okay, 10 out of 10. All right, high praise. Thank you. The boys will appreciate your vouch there. They even threw in 2 extra gifts into this package, boys. We got the Manscaped anti-chafing boxers. We got the travel bag, which is huge. Not only am I well-groomed, but we're smelling good and we're safe when we're traveling. I think it's hard to beat all 3 of them. So guys, we just went 1-16. Don't be like me and the Bears. Go to Manscaped.com. Get 20% off your order with the coupon code KINNY plus free international shipping. Get yourself looking good, feeling good, smelling good. And you heard it here first. Your partner will appreciate it. Not only did we definitely not get a Super Bowl award, but Justin Fields only threw for 2,900 yards, 16 touchdowns, and 13 interceptions. Not the season we wanted to see from him. Khalil Herbert rushed for 889 and Fields rushed for 687. So I guess that's not the worst, but we got to get those numbers up. And of course, receiving, DJ Moore only played half a season and he had 361 yards. Tim Patrick led the team. Travis Gibson had 9 sacks, but Derek Brown did not do what we were hoping for. The rest of the team just could not get to the quarterback at all. This is a huge problem and something we definitely need to upgrade. And just like that, in our first season, the 49ers won 29-21. We won 0 awards, but hey, it can only go up from here, right? Wheel of Destruction might have something to say about that. Heading into our second spin, I hope it's not anything too bad. I can't afford to get rid of my best absolute players. Early retirement, this one could be bad too. A new study was released that heightened fear around the league for injuries of anyone over the age of 32. All players over this age on your team have decided to retire early. Well, would you look at that? The oldest player on our team is actually Cody Whitehair, so we're not going to suffer from this at all. We got away with it against the wheel. If we would have gotten that later on, it could have been way worse. So thankfully, we don't have to cut anyone, and now we get to go to the NFL draft to try to improve our many weak parts of our team. Now, we do have the first pick, but I have no idea if there's actually anyone that we want. We could trade away this pick and get a few more firsts. That's really going to help us in the future. We can get 2 first-round picks from the Dolphins as well as a round number 4 pick in next year's draft. I think this is our best deal. We're going to go for it. We'll have the 20-something pick in this year. Okay, we need a pass rusher. We need linebackers. I didn't see anything that looked great, but this Kasim Lowell guy seems pretty good. He's 6'5". He's got decent block shedding power moves and tackle. Let's go ahead and draft him and see what we get. Normal depth trait. Not what I wanted to see. Whatever, Kasim. Welcome to the team. This Khalid Foster guy looks great as a linebacker. We're in the 3rd round since we traded away our 2nd. He's 6 foot, 220 pounds. He's going to play in coverage for us. Khalid Foster is also a normal dev trait. Oh, that's so frustrating. Now I'm thinking we go with a linebacker. we're going to just fire some shots. Let's go with this pass coverage. Carlos Knox. He's only 5'11", but the dude seems like he would kind of be a stud besides the block shedding. But he's going to play in coverage. He's also a normal dev trait, but 91 excel, 88 speed is really not bad for a linebacker. We got a 72 overall, 71 overall, and some players that won't make a huge difference. That wraps it up for the draft. The team is at an 83 overall. We still need that like one stud player. Fields is at a 79 overall. DJ Moore up to an 88. Our defensive line looks a little bit better. Our linebackers aren't too bad, but we really need to improve at cornerback for next year, for sure. I didn't see anyone I loved in free agency worth picking up, but we do have a ton of money in cap for next season, so free agency next season is going to be nasty. Well, it's small improvement from last season, but I'm fighting against the wheel here. We have 2 wins at the halfway point mark. Justin Fields has already thrown for 2,400 yards and 4 touchdowns. That's first in the NFL. And Khalil Herbert is sucking. But our offense is still struggling despite Fields doing a ton, and our defense is as well. We also were able to re-sign Jalen Johnson, Darnell Mooney, Derek Brown, and Cole Kmet. We're going to go ahead and send to the playoffs, but at this point, I don't have many high hopes for this team. We're 2-5 through the first 8 weeks. Well, we did not make the playoffs, but we finished 7-10, just 1 game behind the Packers, so we're making progress. What a boring Super Bowl at 17-14. It looks like we did not win any awards this year either. There are no Bears players up there, no coaches of the year, nothing. Oh, I guess it's on to the next one. We're still at a total of 0. I know we're going to win at least 1 by the end of this, despite the wheel trying to destroy our team. Of the players that we do have left, really the only one I want to try to sign here is Travis Gibson. He's been kind of a stud for us, leading our team in sacks. He does want to come back, which is good, but we'll offer him a bit more money. We still have $80 million in cap, exactly the offer he wanted, and he's coming back. Now, prior to free agency, some of the wheel might affect that, so let's go ahead and spin the wheel before we head into the offseason here. Please, nothing too bad. They're all bad. I know they're all bad, but there are some that are going to be way worse than others. Uh-oh, this is not good. The injury bug. Your top player got hit with the injury bug after tearing his ACL, MCL, and just about every other ligament in his body. Team doctors have announced him out for the season. Our highest overall player at a 92 is Tremaine Edmonds, and we're going to have to sit him. And he's making $7 million a year. This is horrible. Thankfully, it's not Justin Fields. At least we have a quarterback still, I suppose. But now he has to sit his happy butt on our bench for the entire year. We need a middle linebacker to fill in, at least temporarily, and we need some better cornerbacks. Our secondary is really struggling. But hey, Jaquan Brisker made it up to superstar, so that's awesome. We could sign A.J. Dillon at running back. It seems like Khalil Herbert's really been struggling. Let's go ahead and offer him a deal. Doesn't look like he's going to want too much. It looks like Trevon Diggs is available at 92 overall. So we'll make him an offer of $12 million a year, which is a lot, but we really need a cornerback. Let's do like $5.6 million a year. We offered him. Logan Wilson has some interest in our team, so let's go $6.4 million a year for him. That's $32 million left in our cap space. And it looks like we signed all 4 of our players, all of them going to be big additions to our team. We also could try to get Clowney as a pass rusher. He's kind of old at this point, but we have some money left over, so why not? We'll sign him to a 1-year deal. We did sign Clowney too. Okay, big additions coming to the team next year. And I'm eyeing Michael Steeples here for the defensive tackle position, which is really what we need the most. So I think I'm actually going to trade away our 5th overall pick. With this, we can pick up 2 more picks in the 2nd and 3rd round and trade back to the 18th. We're going to go with the Colts offer here. I'm actually going to go with Raphael Martin. He's 6'1", 308 pounds. He's going to be controlling the center for us, and he has a hidden dev trait, which is absolutely awesome for us. Now I'm looking at corners here, and Matt Minor at 6'3", 194. This dude looks like an absolute stud. Please have a hidden dev trait. Yes! Okay, that's awesome. 94 speed, 94 excel. He's going to be huge as a cornerback for us. I'd also like to draft a tight end in this Lamont Copeland, because I am worried about Cole Kmet and how well he can really hang. This guy looks like a beast. We're going to go ahead and draft him. I mean, he's 6'4", 240. Guy is absolutely huge. Fortunately, he's pretty slow, but he does have some good change of direction and agility. I'm looking at Brian Orndorff, 6'3", 231. Looks like he might fit our scheme as well. He's not great. 84 speed, 87 excel. Our draft was pretty dope. Matt Minor is a stud at 78 overall. That's really good for us. And then we got, of course, Raphael Martin, a defensive tackle, Kerry Stevenson, a wide receiver, and I'm pretty excited about the rest of these guys as well. We're up to an 86 overall. Our offense is good, and on defense, some absolute studs on the field. Tremaine Edmonds, unfortunately, has to be sat for the entire year. He's injured, but we do still have Brooks to carry our middle linebacking core. You've got to be joking, man. With an 89 defense and an 86 overall, we went 1-5, and we're facing off against the Jaguars. Fields has seemingly regressed. We have the 31st worst offense and the 12th worst defense. So our defense has improved. Our offense has gotten way worse, though. We decided not to reoffer Tremaine Edmonds a contract because he's a little too expensive. Eddie Jackson decided he didn't want to come back, but we did re-sign TJ Edwards, Tim Patrick, Nate Davis, and Tevin Jenkins. And then we simmed to the playoffs. Oh, we finished at 5-12. Our team's up to an 88 overall, which is really good. But after this season, we still won a grand total of 0 awards. We've got to make some improvements on this team big time, and we're fighting against the wheel. I'm doing everything I can to get at least 1 trophy. The 18th best offense and the 31st best defense. What happened? Justin Fields went for 37 and 13 for 4,900 yards. It's really a pretty good year. A.J. Dillon rushed for like 700 yards. That is not going to cut it for us. And DJ Moore had 1,500 yards. Mooney had 1,300 yards. How are we not winning games? And before heading into free agency, we managed to re-sign Darnell Wright, Tyreek Stevenson, and Justin Jones. We got to spin the wheel of destruction yet again, and we really can't afford much. Oh no, this is going to be a really rough one. I already know. We've got spiteful GM. Your GM's feeling spiteful after the world has been laughing at his terrible draft history. He's decided to trade away his highest overall player for as many draft picks as he could get to prove everyone wrong. My highest overall player is our best corner, Trevon Diggs. Looks like we got to go with the first and the third, and we're also going to pick up Von Miller. Nothing I can do about it. I can only trade for 2 draft picks. Otherwise, it'll put the other team over the salary cap. That's just how Madden works. It looks like Derek Brown got Superstar X Factor, which is awesome. Von Miller's the Superstar X Factor. Brisker's up to an 82. We definitely need a free safety. We need a cornerback to replace Trevon Diggs. We only have $26 million in cap room too, so this is not great for us. Jarvarius Ward is available. He's a superstar. Let's go ahead and offer him a pretty big deal. We'll do 2 years, $9 million a year, and the signing bonus, we would have $11 million after this. Jordan Whitehead is also available. He's also interested in signing with us, and he's 28 years old. Let's go ahead and offer him that. We got both of them. That's good. Jarvarius Ward and Jordan Whitehead to replace Eddie Jackson. I'm happy with these. Let's try James Bradbury. We'll offer the team-friendly one with our cap being stuck at 0 then. Holy crap, he actually signed. That's huge for us. We got him super cheap. Time to hop into our next season. Thankfully, we don't have to sit anyone. Our full team can play. We also have a trade offer for James Bradbury. Let's go with New England's deal here. We're going to trade away Bradbury and pick up Strange. Now, none of our picks will really come in handy until 2026 that we just got for our recent trade, but there is definitely some talent on this draft board that I'm pretty excited about. Starting with this left tackle, Marion Devine, 6'5", 350 pounds. He's a big boy. He's going to be a normal dev. Are you freaking serious? We can also draft a center here, Tom Jackson. That way we'll be able to get rid of Nate Davis when he's ready to go. So we're going to go ahead and draft him. He hopefully will be good. He's not 72 speed, 80 excel. I do like Jaden Walton as a 3rd round pick here. Ness, power move tackle, all seem pretty good. Let's go ahead and draft him. Hidden dev trait. This could be a really good pick for us. No super high overalls, but we got some good offensive linemen to really improve our team. I like the draft. It's about the best we could do. And this GM was very spicy. We're simming all the way to the playoffs and praying that the team can just do a little bit better. We're like a 2-3 win team. Things have got to start getting better for us, I hope. Oh, and we're a 7-win team. You're actually joking me, dude. I can't get to the freaking playoffs. Fields threw for almost 5,000 yards again, 32 touchdowns. That's not going to win him an MVP, unfortunately. Dillon, almost a 1,000-yard rusher, much better. Fields rushed for 241. DJ Moore has been absolutely lighting it up. So is Darnell Mooney. So is Cole Kmet and Tim Patrick. And we just can't win these awards, man. And on defense, it's because we're really struggling to get to the quarterback. 15.5 sacks for Von Miller, which was really big. Derek Brown went off, almost 10 sacks, and then nothing beyond that. I just can't even get myself to the playoffs. This is embarrassing, but the wheel is making it so tough for us. Still 0 trophies. The Vikings won the Super Bowl. I think next time we got to do this with maybe the Chiefs, the best team in the league, and see if the wheel of destruction can phase how many awards that they're going to win throughout. Starting with the worst is the toughest challenge. We're starting difficult here. Thankfully, we were able to still re-sign Justin Fields, DJ Moore, Jaquan Brisker, and Braxton Jones. We could sign Carl Lawson to help with our pass rush. I think that's a pretty good idea. We just have no remaining cap. This is probably the only offer that we can make and hope that he signs. And unfortunately, we didn't even get him. Now, the good news is we do have some good picks in this draft. So if we draft well, we can have a really good offseason here despite the lack of free agent signings. Starting with Devin Murray. He's 6 foot, 230 pounds at middle linebacker, and he's going to be a normal dev trade. We're already off to a bad start. We also need a center. We need more offensive linemen to help replace. We're going to go ahead and draft Justin Collins. These are positions I just keep hinting at, looking for a win. That seems like a win right there. Now we need a wide receiver. How about Montel Kirksey? He's fallen a lot in the draft. This might not be a great pick, but it has a possibility of being a good one. A hidden dev trait, 92 speed, 93 excel. He could be a stud. How about Kyle Metcalf at strong safety? He's got a sick last name, so, I mean, he could be good. A hidden dev trait, 97 speed is really slow, though. And our last 3rd round pick, let's try a halfback here, Don Ballard. I don't think we have many years left in A.J. Dillon's contract. He seems to have some pretty good stats. He's got a hidden dev trait. That's really good for us. 92 acceleration and 89 speed. And while this is simming to the end of the draft, let's go ahead and spin our wheel of destruction and see which one we're going to land on. We only have 4 seasons left to try to complete our goal of winning at least 1 trophy. If we don't, I will be in great shock. Uh-oh, we've got Uncle Sam wants his dues. State government passed a new law dramatically increasing the state income tax to 25%. Your 3 highest paid players are demanding higher salaries to compensate, but you can't afford it. Put them all in the trade block and are forced to accept the first offers available. So this one's on me. There's a lot going on when I'm recording. I forgot to take that thing off the screen, but when I tried to put our 2 highest players up, Justin Fields and DJ Moore, we kept getting no offers available, so I kept moving down the list to Derek Brown for $10 million. Trades available for him are 2 draft picks and Mike McGlinchey. Are you serious? I have to take this. And Charvarius Ward for $9 million and took the first offers available. Devin Bush, oh God, in a 7th round pick. And our cornerbacks at this point are severely lacking. We're at an 85 overall. We are at a really rough spot in this team because the wheel is just screwing us over, making us take trades that we do not want. We're going to sim to the playoffs, but I have very low hopes for an 85 overall team. We've got the Lions in our division. I never thought I'd say that out loud. And we got even worse at 3-14. You actually are kidding me, dude. No awards yet again. Not an offensive player of the year. Not an MVP. We didn't make a Super Bowl. We didn't even make the dang playoffs. Fields, I've gotten you good receivers, man. You got to do better than 4,600 yards. We need you to win the MVP. A.J. Dillon, are you kidding me? 719. Our new running back really did not do much of anything. Receiving, we are still going off with a couple receivers here, but it's not making a difference, man. And we can't get to the quarterback. I really didn't like the free agents that were available, but we offered 3 contracts and only ended up signing Calvin Ridley, which isn't that big of a help to us. We have another wheel of destruction spin, and I'm already not excited for this. We've already had to get rid of some of our best players and sit people, and oh boy, this is probably even worse. The great ability disaster of 2023. All Superstar and Superstar X Factor players decided to skip minicamp, and in doing so have lost all their abilities, returning to star development. Thankfully, they'll all return to normal at the start of the next season if you're lucky enough to still have them on your team. Which means every guy like Martin here that's a Superstar X Factor, we've got to bring down to a star. Now with no flashy colors, our team looks terrible, dude. Especially on defense. That's where we're drafting for sure. Okay, the good news is we've got the first pick, but let's make sure there's some good defensive players here. I'm going to go with Bill Brennan here. He has dropped some spots, but he is a scheme fit. Please don't be terrible. Okay, 82 speed, 91 excel, hidden dev trait, not terrible. We do need a linebacker as well. Tracy Hickman, also a scheme fit. He doesn't look terrible as well. He has a hidden dev trait. 90 speed is pretty good for a linebacker. We also need a right end. This Devin McAllister as a run stopper looks really good. He's going to be right outside linebacker, but we can put him at end, and that's another really good draft pick for us, I think. 91 excel, 82 jumping, 86 speed. We still have 0 trophies, but I'm fighting the best that I can possible against this trophy. We need to get at least one. Let's also go with Gio Nobles here. I hope he doesn't suck. He probably will, though. Gonna be normal for sure. Yeah, 92 strength, though, 81 excel. We can work with this, but it's not great. How about Zach Winters, pass coverage linebacker? What's he gonna give us? Okay, 82 speed, 87 excel, hidden dev trait. And the last pick that we're gonna make is this defensive tackle here, Matthew Booker, 6'2", 307, 85 strength, 80 jumping. Okay. I am not quitting on our end goal. We're gonna get a trophy by the end of this. I need to, for my own sake, for my own sanity. Now, with no superstars and no X factors on our team, this is gonna be a pretty rough year. I can already tell. Holy crap, we actually made the playoffs. The wild card game against the Rams. The team is looking better. We're at an 88. Offense, 84. Defense, 86 overall. Gonna first playoff game for our team, for our coach. Subscribe. All right, we're starting off the game here. We get points on the board first. It's a 7-0 score. They tie it up 7-7. We go ahead 14-7 though, and it's 14-10, a 1-possession game. They take the lead heading into halftime. We do have a deficit. It's 24-14 now. It doesn't look good. 21-24 now. They just scored again. 31. We tied it up, and they score a field goal, and we score a touchdown to win the game. 38 points on offense. The Bears bring it home and upset Sean McVay and the Rams. In the divisional game, we're taking on the 12-5 Panthers. It's only going to get tougher from here. Let's get points on the board first, boys. Nope, we didn't. They scored a touchdown first. They take a 7-0 lead. Then they score a field goal. It's 10-0. We did score a touchdown before halftime, and we scored 2 touchdowns before halftime. They were able to almost tie it up, kicked another field goal. It's 13-14. The Bears score again, 21. Okay, it's 21s in the fourth. The Bears score a field goal. The Panthers are driving, using all their time. timeouts. The Bears upset the Panthers 27-21. In the NFC Conference Championship, we've got the Seattle Seahawks who went 13-4. Are you flipping kidding me? Bears took an early lead, 7-0, but Seattle was able to tie it up. Another touchdown. We've got a touchdown lead. Give me a 2-possession lead. Come on, 14-10. Come on, Bears. Big points here. Seattle has the ball. They score another touchdown. The Bears take the 21-17 lead in the third. It's back and forth, 28-24. The fourth quarter. Here we go. Someone's got to make a stop and come up clutch. 31-28 with a minute left. The Seahawks pull it off. And we lost in the NFC Conference Championship, which would have been our first trophy. And I don't know if we won any awards this season. We got so close to getting our first trophy. We're right there. I can smell it. And just like that, despite not winning the conference championship, the Seahawks did go on to lose in the Super Bowl. We got our first trophy. Defensive Rookie of the Year. That was a draft pick that I made in Gil Brennan. And would you look at that, man? We've got one trophy so far. We still have 2 seasons, 2 spins with the wheel left to do. Maybe we can get some more. We've got a lot of players that are ready to re-sign here, but we've got to negotiate some contracts. We managed to re-sign Cole Kmet, Tevin Jenkins. We franchise tag Rafael Martin, and we re-signed Mike McGlinchey and Malcolm Rodriguez. And the best news is we'll get to put all these players back to their superstar abilities. Thank God the team is finally back to normal. We still have not won a Super Bowl, but hey, we got to the NFC Championship. We're making strides in the right direction. Let's go get something done this year. Unfortunately, despite making a few offers, we signed 0 free agents, so it's on to the spin. We got 2 more spins on the wheel here. Team-wide holdout and angry quarterback. I'd rather it be the holdout. Please don't go to the angry quarterback. That one's going to make it really tough for us to do anything. The team jet broke and you were too cheap to buy a new one, so the entire team held out a minicamp out of spite for your mistreatment as an owner. Start your backups for half the season. Are you freaking kidding me? We're gonna lose like half the season of games here. We're going with Miles at quarterback, Barrett at running back. Our top 3 receivers are gonna be Tyson, Lofton, and Kirksey. One of the worst parts about this is we're gonna lose all the progression for these players throughout the season. Especially our new stud, Brennan, who won Rookie of the Year. The team is now crap, and we have to go through half a season like this. We're not gonna win any games, dude. Well, I really like this receiver option, Dylan Gordon, with our first pick 29, since we did so well last year. He's a normal dev. Crap. We do need a good free safety. Let's try to throw a long ball on Malik Marion here, who's we're not drafting well this time. And our third and final pick is going to be Jermaine Fisher, the 6'2" cornerback. And I had a really good draft last time, a really bad one this time. But we're only simming to mid-season because we will get to put our starters back in after that. No one's surprised. We have started 1-5. I've put all our starters back in though, so hopefully it gets just a little bit better than this. Well, it didn't get really any better. We have no leaders, and pretty much anywhere we went 5-12, we didn't make the playoffs. And just like that, no awards for our team. But we have a ton of cap room and a lot of people looking to re-sign, so we've got some negotiating to do. Well, we ended up franchise tagging Rafael Martin again, and we re-signed Jordan Brooks, Darnell Mooney, Matt Miner, Jaquan Brisker, and Malcolm Rodriguez. Let's go ahead and spin the wheel. It's angry quarterback. This is the only one left here for us. Quarterback's so tired of being sacked by an offensive line that he's threatening to hold out and refuse playing until you trade for 3 new offensive linemen. In order to appease him, you trade whatever it takes. If you can't accomplish this in less than 10 minutes, you must sit the quarterback for the entire season. The timer's on 10 minutes, and it's starting right now. Okay, this one's on me. I left the wheel on the screen again, but in summary, we traded a 2nd and a 3rd for Orlando Brown, a 4th, 5th, and 3rd for Wyatt Teller, and a 4th and a 2nd pick for Braden Smith. We completed our challenge. There's still 6:46 left on the clock. Well, all 3 of those trades were accepted. We were able to upgrade our offensive line with those 3. You have all new offensive linemen in here with Smith, Wyatt Teller, and Orlando Brown. We went back in free agency and got Trevon Diggs. We also signed Deion Molden, Caleb Kelly, and John Duggan. We've only got one more season left to try to win more than one award here. We've only won one, and it was a Rookie of the Year, dude. Can we not win a Super Bowl? Like, seriously? I'm feeling good about this season, though. We've got to be able to do it. I see a right outside linebacker here that we definitely need, Sean Atkinson. He's 6'4". This could be a Studley first-round pick for us, and it's not. We traded basically all our picks away, so we really don't have anything until the 6th round, and I'm just going to let the CPU do that for us. This is our last season. We're at an 86 overall still, and I feel like we are still going to struggle. But hey, at least we got a beastly offensive line, some decent receivers. Maybe Justin Fields can go out and win some MVP. The Wheel of Destruction has made its presence known during this video. We're approaching week 18, and we're 7-10, and we did not make the playoffs in our last season. And unfortunately, the Giants won the Super Bowl, and the Bears got no awards. So we finished with just 1 trophy in 8 seasons due to the Wheel of Destruction. But if you want me to do this with the best team in the NFL, the Chiefs, let me know by commenting down below. And if you like this video, you're going to love the video that's posted up here. Go ahead and click it.